Hi everyone, Karen here. Welcome to series 2 of how to read oracle cards and getting to know your oracle deck. Now, it's not about having the perfect deck. It's about resonance. It's about connecting to the deck. I find when I get a deck, I love decks. I've bought quite a few decks over my life, and what gets me is the pictures. I just love the artwork. I've always liked art. But when I buy a deck, I always read the introduction of the little pocketbook that you get. I'm using the Enchanted Map, again by Colette Baron Reid. So if I flip to the introduction, I'll go through the initial introduction that she's written. But then I go to the themes. The themes of these cards are related to a journey, representing the symbolic places you might visit, the conditions you may encounter, and the allies and the challenges you could meet on a metaphoric map that tells a story of your life. So now I've got the intention of the author and what she wanted to put across, portray across. So now I understand that this deck is about a journey. So what I do is I'll go through each card because they're all numbered. So they'll go from number 44, 54 cards. So there's 54 cards here, and they may not be within their own piles. So I'll go through the cards slow and steady. I'll put that in one pile. Spirit of place, so that would be someone I would meet. Ride the wave, that would be a metaphorical thing that I would do. Coming to life, feeling like you've been in deep freeze and you sort of thawing yourself out and you're sort of coming out going, yay, coming to life now. What's next? Next is the deep freeze. So I would put those two together, saying there's a deep freeze. So at one part of the journey, I'll be in a bit of a deep freeze, but then I'll start thawing out and I'll come back to life again, which is part of a transformational period. Yep, one part I might be rock bottom. I'll have peaks of joy, which is an emotion that'll come up. I might step into the field of dreams. Everyone's sitting on their egg. I might even meet the gentle gardener who's coming. Isn't that funny? They're together. Who might meet in the field of dreams. And again, another one, intention. I love how they're all synchronistically placed together. Intention. My intention on this journey is in that egg. And I'll meet other people. There's a gentle gardener. So I'll meet other people who have different intentions for their own lives. But there is a higher power that is looking down on us, that is helping to get our intentions moving, helping us with our intentions. In the field of dreams, this is where I meet other people. Meet you as well, meet other people with their own dreams. They've started off with their intention, and the gentle gardener is also looking after them too, like the higher, the creator, God, the universe is helping, looking after. The golden palace would be somewhere I would go. Listening would go into another pile. Listening would go into slow and steady. Magic prayer could be something that you do with your intention. Details, wanting to find more details about the journey. Follow the leader. Now that's something that you may do or may not do because you are on your own journey. So there shouldn't be any leaders. You should be the only leader within your own spiritual journey, not anyone else. But I'm not saying that, you don't take advice from someone else or whatever, or they may have the key that you need. But just don't get caught up in, thinking that other people have all the answers, because you have all the answers yourself. That's sort of tapped within your soul, your heart and your soul. You would meet a magical shapeshifter. So there's another person I would meet. Times you may feel like you're stuck in the mud, but you can't really move. So where would that go? That could go riding the wave. Times you may feel like you're solitude. Go up there. Times you may want to go home, or you may feel that you're at home. So this is something, again, this is another place. Storm fields, place you might feel everything sort of happening around you. You feel like you're in a bit of a storm. Don't stand in the storm. Just stand out and watch it all happen around you. Let it all play out. Let it play out, whatever it is. Mountain, you can go to the mountain, and you go on and on through your deck and place them into those piles, and look through. You'll get you'll see a pattern emerging among the deck. So artwork is there, energy is there. Energy matters more than trends, what's happening at the moment. So that's one way that you could become a bit more connected to your deck. You can work with one deck deeply. Now, always have an intention, but remember, before you do any energy work with cards, read tea leaves, do energy healing, whatever you do, always ask for protection, even if you're by yourself, because what you're doing is you're opening your field up to whatever's out here. Now, I ask for the light to come in to protect me as I work with the cards. You don't want any other, unforeseen forces coming through in thinking, coming into your energy. You want the highest version of yourself to come in and work together, the highest part of yourself. So always protect yourself. Place yourself in a golden circle, a golden egg, asking for protection, asking for the light to come through, your guides and helpers who are from the light. And after you've finished, always close yourself off, because that sort of signals, because once you start getting into the habit of asking the light to come down, asking for protection, asking your guides to come through, that's going to help your intuition to come through as well, and that'll help connect with your deck. We also need to cleanse the deck. So once you've finished with the deck, or even before you start, you can all give it a knock. And what that does, when you think of giving a knock, that reverberates all the way through. And what you're doing is you're bashing the energy through. So that's going to sort of shockwave all through your deck. It's going to help clean it, because as you're shuffling, your energy is going all the way through. So your hands are here, you're shuffling it, your hands are moving, there's energy around, so your hands are, I'm not saying that, you've got to cleanse yourself from yourself. Sometimes you do though. But if you are doing a read for someone, you might say, okay, shuffle the deck, give them the cards, their energy, they're touching your cards, so their energy is coming in and out, up and down, in and out through your deck. So always, we go here, magical shapeshifter. See how she's got the light around her. See how the energy's waving around. So it's confirmation to say, clean your deck, basically. See how she's got feathers. usually smudged with feathers and sage. So make sure you clean your deck. So once that person's finished and they've given you the cards, you've got their energy on your cards and you've got their energy on your hands and yourself as well. So again, once you've finished, clean your deck. I don't have a crystal here. Do I have a crystal here? I've got a crystal. Okay, got an amethyst. So you can always put an amethyst on your deck as well to help cleanse it. You can breathe on it. Just open the deck up. There's the power of the wind. You're working with the energy of the wind to cleanse it. Also a bit like energy healing. You can put your hands over your deck like this and asking it to be cleansed. Even just close your eyes and asking for the deck to be cleansed. And then when you get told to shuffle, give them a shuffle, because then you would shuffle them as well. Give them a shuffle, allow your energy to permeate through the cards again. Also, you can put them in moonlight, so they get charged by moonlight. So it's not just a matter of picking up a deck of cards, shuffling them, and then leaving them, and that's it. They're like you. They're very much like you. Because symbols, our subconscious reads symbols. So everything in these cards is symbolic. So if you've got a deck of cards that's a little bit crappy, it's going to give you little sort of crappy signs that come out, you know. So always cleanse it just like you would yourself. Give everything a cleanse. So, okay. There's no particular way of shuffling either. Usually, because I've shuffled cards for a while, I usually shuffle the deck just like that, just in the long ways. I've seen people and you shuffle them this way, but it's a lot bigger and it's a bit tight because the deck's very long. I've seen people put them on the table and mush them around like that. I've seen people, you know, just pick cards up there and just put them in there like this. That's okay. Not everyone's a perfect shuffler, and it doesn't mean that you're going to get a great read because you have to shuffle like this. Whatever feels right for you is right for you, because you are the leader as you're doing the reading. So shuffling slowly. So again, before we start off, we've had a read through the book. We've put these in particular piles to have a look at the pattern that's along these cards. This deck, getting the bond with this deck very, very tightly. We can also, again, journal with each card. That'll give us a closeness to the cards in the deck. Write just one word for each card, even though they've got words underneath, you know, come together. We could even, that reminds me of the Two of Cups in tarot, being a love partnership. We've got the ostrich in the Two of Cups. We've got two people, two cups. We've got the caduceus going down with a lion and with two wings. So it looks very similar. So you could say that's called partnership. Ride the wave. Dolphins, water. Dolphins are very intelligent and they're very intuitive as well. Two dolphins and someone riding on them. You could say, call it an intuitive burst. So there's lots of different things. Magic stream. We've got an ibis here. Magic stream coming out from nowhere. Knowledge. Water is generally about consciousness. So you could say conscious stream. Magic stream, conscious stream. This one, I love this one, don't you? Cleaning the house. Who needs to be reminded of cleaning the house? Not me, that's for sure. Gosh, that was my least liked chore, but I'm getting used to it now. It's just not as bad as it used to be, but like, gotta do it. But understanding also that can be a metaphor. Um, could be a metaphor for cleaning your house, but metaphor for